Question here asks us to find the probability that the total score is greater than or equal to 10, given that the red die shows a 6. So the red one is a 6. Now we can get that from the possibility space diagram. If the red dice has got a 6 on it, we are talking about one of these 6 possibilities. So really we're only choosing out of 6. So the answer here is going to be a probability out of 6. Now if we count up here the probability that the total is at least 10, well that's these 3 out of a possible 6. So the probability there is 3/6. In other words, the second part here says, what's the probability that the total score is 10 or more, so greater than or equal to 10, this time given that at least one of the dice shows a 6. So in other words, that there is at least one 6. So let's have a look at all the possible outcomes here which have at least one 6. Well, at least one 6 means that the red die could be a 6. Well, that's all of these. And also all of these ones here. Notice there's a bit of overlap. So in fact, there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 possible outcomes where at least one of the dice shows a 6. This one means that they both show a 6. So if we look at all of these, let's look at how many of those show a total score of at least 10. If I just highlight those, a total score of at least 10, well, we've got this one, and also these 3 here. But again, you've got an overlap. So the probability that the total score is at least 10, given that there's at least one 6, is these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 11 different possible outcomes. And the question says, which of these is greater? Well, the answer is the first one here. This one is greater. A half is bigger than 5/11. In other words, you're more likely to get a score of at least 10, given that one of the reds is a 6, than you are if the total is at least 10, where you've got at least one 6.